Hi, welcome to Leaf Blower, man. I'm on 424. This is the fresh file with ads version. Time doesn't start quite yet. It just gives a little bit of a backstory where, leaves fall from trees, so, it's kind of our job to be that. I'm not a man. Thank you. Oh, that's considerate. Hey! So yes, welcome to Leaf Blower, man. This game blows. Fun little thing they do at the beginning for the fresh file runs, and there's 4 different categories. The fresh file categories, it starts off as Leaf Blower Man, and actually for the rest of the time, until you completely delete all your save data, it becomes Leaf Blower Person. And sorry if I cough during this. Still on the back end of a bit of an illness, so don't necessarily have my voice fully back yet. But anywho, we're gonna get things started. We are gonna be the mystery character because that character is both mysterious and a character. With that, we are going to start and show you that it is such a mystery. Yeah, that character will remain a mystery to us for the rest of the game. Spoilers. We never get to see that character and what they actually are. But instead we get to enjoy the calming 6 a.m. leaf blowing action. It's like the really soothing PowerWash Simulator that you see. And we're cleaning up yards. We're doing good work for these people, and ooh, I hope they didn't need that mailbox. Or that fence? Look, you know what? Not having that fence there really opens up the area. And oh, a pool. We probably shouldn't put anything in the pool. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. Oop. Sorry about those leaves. Not really, though. They're kind of in the way. Oh, look, they're helping. That's awfully thoughtful of them. You'll notice as we're actually blowing these leaves into that circle, they change color. That, in fact, signifies that the leaves have gotten blown away. They are basically then disposed of, and we can move on. It's a pretty simple concept. At this point, we can move on to the next level.
Do you worry the government may be spying on you? Try Unbound VPN, the premier solution for anonymizing all of your internet traffic by routing your browsing activities through here.
You know what?
At my home.
I'm not interested. We're just going to keep going. So that's the ads. That's actually the developer making some parody ads. You'll see those throughout the game. In the meantime, we have leaf blowing to do. And when I think of leaf blower people, I think of them on the subway making this monstrous ball of leaves. Because, the subway gets dirty. And we want to make sure things stay clean. And I'm sure they really appreciated that. So we can just move on to the next. Huh. Maybe they didn't like our leaf blowing. That's unfortunate. That's fine, though. All we have to do is blow the bombs back at the leaf blower turret 4 times. At that point, we move on to the next level. Not very appreciative, I can tell. Neither was that mouse, but we'll move on. I'm sure they didn't want us there anyway.
Now, in a minute, I'm going to walk into my house and show you something that I think very few people in today's world can hope of achieving. And that's a 400 square foot inner
mood. I don't really need to know about your apartment. It's bad. Housing market is bad enough as it is. But speaking of money, we are going to clean up crime 1 leaf blower at a time. Money's kind of like leaves, I guess. Sure. All joking aside, this is probably my least favorite area because it is so easy for these leaves to get caught behind those benches. So at this point, you'll see me kind of do a little bit of a puff instead of a full-on jet of air. Let's try to get some control over these leaves as we're progressing through this particular area. But it's, again, pretty straightforward. Talking about those ads, again, that is the developer. Those are the quote-unquote ads you see throughout the game. They're all parody ads by the developer. There's nothing like random or terrifying or content warning that needs to get put on. They're literally developed by the developer for the game itself, so it's a little play on the plot, which we will see in as we progress through this game. In the meantime, we're gonna clean up more leaves, do more civic duties, and I'm sure that they are very thankful for this. They sound thankful. I'm sure, you know, they're gonna have like a celebration, give us the key to the city. Rude? Okay, you know what? They can't have a protest if they are not there. Not you again. This is arguably the hardest part of this particular category. We are having very bad bomb RNG. You can do this in 4 bombs, but that is not often the case. This should be the final bomb. Yes. So yes, we have completed this particular area. There's plot. They're probably just mad I blew them off the pedestal.
We made a game where we play as a cloud and you ruin everybody's day. It's called Rain on Your Parade and it's a real game. It's a real game that exists. All those other ads are...
Okay, we're just gonna move on because he seemed kind of upset. Did you think so? Yeah? I'm sure he's fine. We'll meet up with him later. We'll have some tea. But yeah, there was plot. The plot was basically we have to go to the moon and clean up leaves. That makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, we're a leaf blower person. We are a mysterious character of a leaf blower person, and it is our civic duties to talk over my dogs because they're barking because they know I'm recording, but also to clean up the moon. But before we get there, and you're following all this, right? Plot makes sense? No? Yeah, I didn't think so. It doesn't for me either. But that's okay. Because at this point, this is where categories differ between ad-free and with ads. With ads, you get this whole segment right here that leads into a level that ad-free doesn't have.
The logo goes here, leave the empty space for the logo, and then they play the next level, and then it comes again.
Oh, he seems really upset. I'm sure that's not gonna affect the gameplay in any way, shape, or form later on. Yeah. So anywho, in this upcoming level, I disable, there's another free DLC, a pet doggo, because I like having the pet doggo with me. I actually disable it for fresh file, because it will make this level very annoying. This level doesn't... that was scary. Doesn't exist in ad-free. But you have to get through all these asteroids, and I got a very bad RNG roll with asteroid placement. We have to get through without taking damage, or without hitting any asteroids. And the asteroid placement is completely random in this whole section. So this is kind of a pseudo-focus time. Ooh. Ah! There we go, first try. Because there's one checkpoint and you either, if you die, you either have to go back to the beginning or you have to go back to the checkpoint. So you can lose some serious time there. And if you have that pet dog DLC, the dog actually constantly bounces into you or barks. Apparently they took offense to the fact that I disabled the dog DLC. And prevents you from getting to where you need to go and puts you right into asteroids. We did a little speed tech there by just blowing ourselves over the asteroids instead of blowing the asteroids away. But at this point, we are, again, doing our civic leaf blower duties and cleaning up the moon. Sorry, flag. It's not my fault you were there. But obviously the next step in cleaning up the moon is defeating a Kraken. This was 100% part of the job description. I don't know what you're talking about. This fight is pretty straightforward. I just have to do... Nope. I have to be very quick with covering up these holes with the rocks, As soon as I do that, I have completed the mission. We stopped a Kraken that we didn't know existed. We cleaned up the moon. Everything is fine. They are going to be so happy to see us again. I'm sure there is nothing bad going wrong on the Earth. I mean, it's just cleaning up leaves, right? That's a problem. That's a problem. So with that, we are going on to the second stage of this story. There's 3 parts. There is story, there is horde, and there is finale. This is arguably the scariest part of this category because this is what makes it the hardest category of them. And I will try to talk as quickly as I can because about 3.5 minutes in, I have to go into focus mode. At that point, commentators will take over. There's 4 categories. There's fresh file with ads, fresh file ad free, and then new game plus with ads and new game plus ad free. Now you've seen what the difference, a little bit of a difference between ads and ad free is, but here is where it's really big. So when you level up, you get a power up. If you want to watch an ad, you get a second power up. Well, in the ad-free version, you don't have to watch an ad, you just get a free power-up. In the ads version, you have to watch an ad, and that takes time. So that already makes it, you're getting 2 power-ups versus 1 power-up. Now, here we go. In comparing New Game Plus to Fresh File, New Game Plus gets access to abilities that you don't get in Fresh File. Regen is a big one. A couple specific bonus perks, like that circle of ice around me right now. Those are additional weapons you don't have access to in Fresh File. So a very safe marathon strat, and something that I'll do for an actual marathon, is just die. I will die at the beginning. It wastes about a minute of time, but at the same time, you now have access to a lot stronger abilities, and this becomes a lot more safe. When going for PBs and whatnot, you are just going for broke and hoping you don't die. But otherwise, you're looking for power, you're looking for health perks. Increasing health by 10 is great in this category. Those hearts won't go away, just like those EXP. Green leaves won't go away. So I'm kind of letting them build up over time as everything is starting to swarm around me. But yeah, now it's starting to get a little scary, so I will, at this point I would let my commentator start talking for the bulk of this. What I'm looking for, again, damage, projectiles, health upgrades, additional bonuses, anything that I can use to survive, because we are going a very, very dangerous strat here. This would be the PB strat and not the marathon safe strat at all. Yeah, we want the auto missile. So I will say at about 350, we are going to get an area or a ring that's going to close off this area and make me not able to move around as much. So pretty much when that hits is when I'm going to start getting very quiet, because it's going to get very scary. Big thing is I'm going to want to clear the area so I can escape out of the clutches of leaves. But then you'll see they'll find ways to catch up to me. Yes. So yeah, it's going to be about that time. You're going to see... yes. Things are going to start building up, and again, it's about this time when I start getting quiet. Basically, we have to survive to 5 minutes, and that's when the Leaf King is going to show up. And, yep. Alright, so now everything is going to start closing off, and this is when I'm going to have to start focusing on essentially giving myself a place to exist safely. Okay, I am not out of the woods yet by any means. I am very low on health, and I need to survive long enough for enemies to start clearing away. Woo! I am not out of the clear. Because at this point, everything is going to start disappearing. I am going to get as many power-ups as I can, so I can try to level up one more time. The Leaf King will show up at about 5:30. Oh boy, that was terrifying. But again, in a marathon setting, I would not be doing that in this particular category. I would die right away and just... there we go. Just get some bonus power-ups. At this point, we are going to be... you know what? I kind of want to lead him over here. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of directing him to where I know there's XP and there's also a lot of health that is going to make me a little bit happier. There we go. Rude. So yeah, at this point, Leaf King is just going to shoot projectiles at me. He's at the point where he's going to get angry and shoot a lot of projectiles to me. At this point, I can pretty much tank all of his hits, but I'm still gonna push him this way a little bit because I can. And why not? Get a little bit more damage, try to end this a little bit quicker. Now that ring looks really scary. It actually isn't, because you only take damage from the first projectile that hits you. Woo! So with that, we are on finale. Now, finale, this is where Fresh File takes the longest. There's about 6 minutes of gameplay that you have to do if you are playing on Fresh File that you don't have to play on New Game Plus. First and foremost, there are 3 key cards that you have to get to unlock the final area. And you have to do various things for the people to kind of clean up after the leaves, well, tried to like take over the world and kind of inadvertently destroy it in the process. Just little things like that. And this is actually one of them. In this process, I'm trying to avoid people with with white text boxes over their heads, because they are just going to talk and it's not going to matter. The ones that do matter, the ones with the yellow text boxes over their heads, they're the ones that are going to give me the missions to essentially get the key cards. And this is actually one of the missions I'm doing right now. We are doing our civic duties, our civic leaf blowing duties, and instead of cleaning up leaves, we are cleaning up rocks. Now, this is probably the longest of the 3. That's why I just like getting this done with first. We have to essentially score 225 points of cleaning out these rocks. And the TLDR of that is we have to clean out almost every single rock from this particular area. So the better you can keep things clumped, the quicker this process goes. So right now I'm going to try to push everything this way and just let that guy go over like such. He was already rolling that way, so why not? Now I'm going to dump all of these over the fence, and they don't count until they go over the fence. At this point, I'll probably talk to this guy. We're at 163. You can talk to him before you start cleaning. I haven't seen what happens when you talk to him after you finish cleaning, but I just like not hearing the repeated fives. It gets a little tedious, so I just clean up most of the work. That rock went to space, and so did that one. Okay. Interesting. Anywho, we are almost done, thankfully. It's just cleaning up those last few rocks that got away from us, which aren't going to take too long. What's kind of annoying is some rocks, they'll roll back in, and guess what? They don't count, because you've already cleared them. It gets annoying, but that part is done, and we are putting out fires. Now, it doesn't seem like... Uh-oh. Did you see where he went? No? Uh-oh. I'm sure that's fine. Maybe. Maybe that's going to be a problem. Anywho, we are casually putting out fires for a reason unbeknownst to us currently, but beknownst to me because I've played this game. That's one of the missions we have to do. There's 17 fires throughout this entire area, particularly by talking to this person. We can find out we are at 12. So we're doing pretty good. This gentleman opens up the next area we have to talk to and wants to destroy the leaves once and for all. We are going to get stuck, unfortunately. Let's see if we get the damage. Oh, didn't get the damage boost, unfortunately. Let's see if we get this damage boost. You know what? That's fine. There's a little bit of damage abuse and death abuse, ironically, in this area. But this is the leaves that try to take over everything. They seem kind of like they want to be friends. Huh. I'm sure everything's fine. But yeah, at this point we are going to do a little quick death abuse because it is just faster to come back over here that way. TLDR, the leaves want to make peace with us, and...
Why are you helping them?
They're nice!
I put them for like $10 in the asset store.
But they're being nice to us. Come on now. They're nice. They didn't betray me. Kind of. Did they betray us? It's fine. Anywho, so we're going to try to make peace with them. Whatever. Forget the developer. It's fine. They gave us an olive branch. We gave them, like, a chestnut or something. But now we've made peace. All it took is 2 items, and 2 items we don't even know what they are. And it's fine. We're going to do one more death abuse to get back to the main area. And then we're going to finish the last task, which is to put out the fires. Hi! You forgot your glasses. Sorry. I don't think you'll need them, maybe? Hopefully? So fire. Yeah. We're just gonna pop those 2 in really quickly. And finish putting out the fire and be a little concerned about the developer. He seems like he's not happy with us that we made peace with the leaves. Look, I can't ignore the will of his game. I mean, he started it, right? You know what? We're just gonna use it. Hi. Your tie's a little, he's mad. He's mad, isn't he? I'm sure that's not gonna come and be a problem for us later on.
So you made it, huh?
Oh.
Do you know why there are all these super short levels? Why there are all these...
So he's the final boss, apparently.
Surely you realize why you had to replay the Horde
Yeah.
Mode over and over.
So, between New Game and New Game Plus, New Game is actually about 6 to 7 minutes slower because at this point you have to get the 3 key cards and the things that you saw. In the New Game Plus version, you start this level with the 3 key cards already in your inventory. So you don't have to do any of those side quests, and you can just go drop the keys off and beat the final boss. So at this point, this mission is very straightforward. He's going to be chucking bombs at us. Like our previous turrets, it's like he trained us to beat him or something. But time will be on the final hit. The categories aren't really like fleshed out yet for fresh file or ad free, or I should say with ads, I should say. So it's kind of arbitrarily placed at the final hit. So anywho, that's the difference between in this segment between New Game and New Game Plus, about 6-7 minutes. Now the difference between ad and ad free is in the ad free version, you actually don't fight this boss at all. You just go to his room. He says, hey, thanks for supporting me by getting the ad-free version. You know what? Just say hi to the leaves. Y'all are cool. We're fine. It's fine. So yeah, we're going to do one more hit and end this right there. Excuse me. With time. But yes, with that final hit, the game is officially over. Maybe. He's still got a solo thing. Monologue. That's the word I'm looking for. No, I won. I clearly just won. Right? Yeah, see? I won! You know, and you think the developer knew their own game. Hey, at this point, it's pretty much, you just kind of walk through. There's nothing challenge-wise. It's just walking to the end of the game and a little bit of existential crisis going on. Pay no attention to that. I'm sure they're fine. Don't want me to exit the game. Oh. This person also wants me to not exit the game, just play a little bit more. And if you want, the restart feature's right there, but we're just going to exit the game and go back to the main menu. So yeah, with that, that's a Leaf Blower Man, This Game Blows, fresh file with ads. There are 4 different categories, like I said. This is what I consider the hardest of the 4 categories because it combines Horde Mode, that can be very difficult very quickly, and ads, so you have to do that extra level. But it's a really fun, it's a really silly game. You can do an incentive to watch all the ads in their entirety. It gets pretty fun to enjoy. But I hope you had a blast. I know I had a blast playing this, and we will check you later. Or see you later. Something like that. Too much leaf blowing going on. That's all I got. Bye.